What's up, Madden Gridiron? I'm Mr. Pick'em. I'm here with a new segment. We're making our power rankings for this season. But I also want to congrats the Ravens for winning the Super Bowl. Way to get it done, Ravens. Alright, starting with our power rankings for our number one overall team is the Ravens. They have beaten the Panthers twice, and now they're actually the new owners of the Panthers. Way to go, Ravens. You are the number one team in this league. Second is the Panthers. Panthers, you had a good season. Played competitive in the Super Bowl, but maybe you can get it done this season. Third are the Rams. Rams at this point are Super Bowl or bust. They have to win the Super Bowl this year, or it's like playing for nothing. Our next team is the Raiders. Raiders, they suffered an early loss in the playoffs, but I look for them to bounce back and actually make it to the Super Bowl this year. Our fifth team is the Texans. Texans are also on that road. They have to make it to the Super Bowl. They're only playing for the postseason. Our sixth ranked team are the Jets, which are my new favorite team who made it to the AFC Championship game. Way to go. Jets, it was even more impressive. They were 80 overall. Way to get it done. Our seventh overall team is the Dolphins. Dolphins, you have to actually live up to this ranking. You got to make the playoffs this year. Our next team is the Vikings. The Vikings are also another team that they got to make it to the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl, or it's a bust season. Our ninth ranked team are the Broncos. Broncos made it to the playoffs. They just got to take a few more steps and make it to the Super Bowl. Our 10th ranked team are the Jaguars. Jaguars had a great season, but it's time to make a splash in the playoffs. Our 11th ranked team are the Patriots. Patriots, they're going to surprise some people this year. They're not to be taken lightly. Our next team is the Saints. The Saints are a solid team, but they gotta find a way to beat those Panthers, man. Our next team is the Bengals. Bengals made a lot of off-season moves, and I like for them to win their division this year. Our next team is the Packers. Packers had a rough year, but they had the experience of winning a Super Bowl, so I like them to be competitive this year. Our next team is the Redskins. Redskins won their division, and they made it to the playoffs, so they're for real. Our next team is the Falcons. The Falcons, they might shock the Panthers and win some games this year. Our next team that's ranked is the Giants. They're 17th overall. The Giants are a middle of the pack team. Their division's light, so they might be able to sneak into the playoffs. Our next team is the Lions. Lions, you had a great season last year, but I don't see you making the playoffs this year. I'm sorry. Our next team is the Colts. The Colts are solid. 8-8 record last year, and I look for them to improve on that. Our next team, which is ranked 20th, is the Browns. The Browns are a really strong team. Our 21st ranked team are the Cardinals. Cardinals are a middle of the pack team that are looking to improve and become more upcoming. The next is the Bucs. They're 22nd overall in this league. They got to start playing their games, but they're a tough competitor. Our 23rd ranked overall team is the Cheifs. Chiefs are a good player, but the AFC is just too strong. 24th is the Seahawks. He talks a lot, but hopefully he walks the walk, and maybe he'll make a splash in the NFC. Our 25th overall team is the Steelers. I just think they need to practice more, and that's all you got to do. Our 26th overall team are the Cowboys. They're not proven yet, and this year they got to prove themselves. Our 27th overall team is the Bills. Another team who made a lot of off-season moves, but I don't see them getting any better. Our 28th overall team is the Titans. Another team who made all these off-season moves. I still don't see them getting any better. They're free W. Our 29th are the Eagles. The Eagles were originally the Bears, and the Bears sucked the last year, so they got to prove themselves this year. 30th are the Bears. He's a new guy. He has to prove himself. 31st are the Chargers. They're just a free win practice Chargers. And 32 are the 49ers. You guys are weak. Let's practice, 49ers. Get it together. And those are my power rankings.